All right. So welcome again to Military Guna TV. As you can see, I have the mic in my hand. So basically, me not there yet again. So me have to improvise. But massive respect, quality content have to go the same way. Well, quality might depreciate, but content have to go the same way. Now, people, what I want you guys to do is smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button. Remember, people, the target is 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That is the target. They say aim for the sky, and if you fall on the cloud, you're okay with it. But at this point in time, that is my target. Now, let me get straight to the facts. This is the player that I want to speak about. I'm not sure if most of you guys are upset as his face show. You can definitely see from his facial reaction that he was not pleased with the substitution. Now, before halftime, I'm not sure if most of you guys would know, but before halftime, he was pointing to Tapper Whitmore about the double pivot. He's speaking about the two. You could see him putting up the two, and it's basically you can read into it what you want. But what I saw was him telling Tapper Whitmore that that double pivot is not working well. Now, bear in mind that combined age of Aka and Grant is about 70 something. Grant is 34, Aka is 38. Wow, that's about 72 years old. That's an old midfield. So you have two immobile players in the midfield area, and that is the hinging of it. And then when you speak about the fact that when you should look at it and we speak about the fact that uh, we should say that we are complaining about movement in the midfield, players not coming to collect the ball. No, we should bear in mind the type of players that we have in the midfield. Not saying that they are not quality, but they are not. These guys are not mobile. No, Anthony Grant had to do a lot. I mean, a tremendous amount of work in the midfield because he was left as a lone ranger in the midfield. It's tough. It's difficult. As I said, you can look at his facial reaction. He's not pleased with what was happening on the pitch. And I would definitely love to get talk to him about everything. But I can tell you that. No, what I want to say is this: that substitution that Tapa Whitmore made at that particular time, I am very much displeased about it. There is no way you can take out your two central defensive midfielder at the same time. At the same time, yes, you are taking off Aka. In the event you're taking off Aka, why would you pull the spine of your team apart like that? Why would you do so? We are already under pressure because El Salvador is dominating ball possession. We are already under pressure. Why would you take the time out and think about it, people? Think about it. Why would Tapa Whitmore find the need or the necessity to take off both central defensive midfielder? I tweeted this, immediately when he took off Anthony Grant. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not saying that because they got Anthony Grant, we didn't get the 3 points. What I'm saying is that record have shown, history have shown, the numbers have shown that when we do play with Anthony Grant, we have a significant higher win ratio. We have a better performance ratio, and the chance of keeping a clean sheet is quite higher when Anthony Grant is on the pitch. Now, you took off Anthony Grant and you bring on two players who are more likely not going to sit that deep and do that rugged type of work. Now, one of the key things is that Anthony Grant, he keeps the shape of the team. He maintains the shape of the team. I'm not sure if anyone else saw that, but that is how he plays. He maintains the shape of the team. And when Tapa Whitmore pulled out Anthony Grant, there was no one there to keep the shape of the team. We look flaccid. We look all over the place. We look disjointed. And you can say that yes, we scored a goal even after Anthony Grant coming off. But in the same sense, we couldn't keep the door shut. We couldn't keep the door shut. I am not saying that it's solely down to Anthony Grant who's keeping things alive. But what I'm saying is this: bad decision that Tapa made. That bad decision that Tapa made in regards to taking off Anthony Grant before even. Are people are going to say that? Are taking off Anthony Grant at that particular point of the game? People are going to say that Anthony Grant is tired. Look at his face. Do that. This face would look like a person who is really winded. Not saying that you will see it, but I didn't see that in his momentum. You could I didn't see his intensity dropping. I didn't see that. So I was really surprised when he took off Anthony Grant. Really surprised. But how can I say, people? That's just a part of the game. And I would guys, put it in the comment section, people. What are your thoughts on this? I would really want to know what are your thoughts on this. Do you believe that when you remove both Anthony Grant and Aka at the same time, it was a huge error by Tapa? For me, I believe so. And that again is another mistake, major mistake by him. Now, when you look at the bench, we have Ravel, Mikel Antonio, Speedy. We had a lot of firepower on the bench. We actually had better players on the bench that were on the pitch. Yes, people are going to argue that, yeah, whatever. You can argue all you want. It's the fact. Ravel is better than 98% of the players on the pitch. 98. I can't say Andre Blake because Andre Blake is one of the best in his field. Speed is one of our best central midfielder. Now, when I see Tapa going out and using two defensive midfield, I'm like, what are you thinking? What is going through your mind? Why would you use two central defensive midfielder in a game like this? Not saying that, not saying that is the worst decision, because we have seen other teams do something like that. But the team was there for the taking. El Salvador was there for the taking. We didn't capitalize on the opportunity. Mikel Antonio scored a solo goal, and we did not reward that lovely goal with a win. We did not reward it with a win. And what I'm seeing at this point in time is that it is getting way more difficult. It is getting extremely difficult now at this particular time for us to qualify. And I'm hoping that we get this over the line. I'm hoping. No, this USA game, as slim as it was, as meager, as mager, as dry as the opportunity was, it has now become a huge factor in us trying to win that game. Because if we don't win that USA game, we can consider this World Cup campaign over. If we don't win that USA game, we can consider it over. The good thing about it is that this is home advantage, and we have a few more games to play, and they are at home advantage. This kind of weird. And it's at home advantage. So I'm hoping that we can capitalize on it. But people, thank you very much for tuning in. What I want you guys to do, make sure that you smash the like button. I would really appreciate you guys. And hit the subscribe button. Remember, I'm aiming for 10K. Aiming for 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers. Is that possible? I am not sure. But what I do know is I set a target, people. And as a famous YouTuber once said, HBO. HBO. Treat me. I want you guys to treat me like HBO. Help a brother out. Military Guna TV, people. And I am out.